Hey guys, I hope you're having a good week so far. Hopefully the weather will get a little bit warmer since it's so cold right now. The book I wanted to read to you guys this time is called The Noisy Paint Box. And this is about the artist Kandinsky. And one of the assignments on your bingo board is to draw to music, and that's what this artist does. So I thought I'd read this story to you. Vasha Kandinsky spent his days learning to be a proper Russian boy. He studied bookfuls of math, science, and history. He practiced piano skills to the marching click of the metronome. He sat stiff and straight at dress-up dinners while the grown-ups talked and talked and talked. Vasha's well-off world was perfectly polite until the day his aunt gave him a small wooden paint box. Every proper Russian boy should appreciate art, says Auntie. She showed Vasha the correct way to mix colors on the paint box palette. Vasha mixed red with yellow, then he mixed red with blue. As the colors changed, Vasha heard a whisper, hiss, a louder hiss, then still louder hiss. "What's that sound?" asked Vasha. "I don't hear a thing," says Auntie. Vasha listened as his brush stirred and swished. The swirling colors thrilled like an orchestra turning up for a magical symphony. "Mama, Papa," called Vasha, "what a noisy paint box." "Silly Vasily," said Papa. "Stop being foolish," said Mama. Vasha painted the sounds of the colors. He spun a bright lemon circle onto the canvas. It clinked like the highest notes on the keyboard. He brushed a powerful navy rectangle that vibrated deeply like the lowest cello strings. He tossed up jagged swashes of blaring crimson and added cheerful dots of purpling green, clanging orange, and tinkling violet. Vasha painted and painted until the colors went quiet. "Look what I made," shouted Vasha. "Is it a house?" asked Auntie. "Is it a flower?" asked Mama. "What's it supposed to be?" asked Papa. "It's music," said Vasha, waltzing his painting around the house. "Calm down," said Mama. "Do some math," said Papa. "Heavens," says Auntie, "this boy needs a proper art class." So Vasha went to art class and learned to draw houses and flowers just like everyone else. As years passed, Vasha finished school and studied to be a lawyer. He ignored his noisy paint box and lived the way people expected. But Vasha couldn't ignore the sounds of the color singing to him in the streets of Moscow. An ivory chorus of snowflakes scattered on the sable collar of his overcoat. The canary-colored mailbox whistling as he rode to work. The scarlet sunset haze ringing above the ancient Kremlin walls. One evening, suitably steamed and starched, Vasha attended the opera. As the orchestra music crashed around him, the colors of the noisy paint box twirled wildly in his mind, stomping lines of vermilion and coral, caroling triangles in pistachio and granite, thundering arches of aqua and ebony, with shrill points of cobalt and saffron. Vasha heard the colors singing. Vasha saw the music dancing. As Vasha was never quite as proper again, he quit his job teaching law and moved from Moscow to Munich to be a painter. He studied with this famous teacher, then that one. Vasha wanted to paint the colors he heard, but maybe the famous teachers knew best. Once again, Vasha put houses and flowers, animals and people into his paintings just like everyone expected. The teachers were happy. Vasha was not. His artist friends understood. They too were tired of painting pretty landscapes and pretty ladies. They thought art needed to change. Art should make you feel, Vasha told them, like music. Exactly, said his friends, but none of them knew how to paint feelings until the day Vasha grew brave enough and invited the world to see his paintings roaring from his noisy paint box. Bash, rattle, whistle, zip, clang. Snapping cerulean points, crunching crimson squares, whispering charcoal lines. Vasha named these paintings after music he loved. Improvisation, composition, accompaniment, movement, and simply 3 sounds. With his noisy paint box, Vasha Kandinsky created something entirely new, abstract art. It took a long time for people to understand. Is it a house? Is it a flower? What's it supposed to be? It's my art, Vasha answered. How does it make you feel? So here's some pictures by Kandinsky. So when you guys if you choose to paint to the music, that's one nice thing about it is you can just paint colors and shapes and all kinds of cool stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the book, The Noisy Paint Box. It's one of my favorite books. See you soon.